Last week was a busy week for me with my son's conference track and field, as well as the Tulip Time Parade and the Carnival. I still managed to put out the most run and the best 12 by 400 and the best tempo run so far with my week 28 out of 40-week marathon training plan. Without further ado, let's go over the data from the previous week. For the month of May so far, I logged 42 miles. That's halfway from the month of April. So for the month of May, I plan to log about 120 miles total. Last week, I logged 31.34 miles, just under 6 hours of run time. I had a total of 6 runs. So I had easy run here, easy run here, a tempo run, another easy run, and a 12 by 400 meter plus another long run on Saturday. So I did 2 a day for the first time in my marathon training plan. Even though I did my first 2 a day on Saturday, where I performed a 12 by 400 meter run in the morning and a long run in the evening, I still feel pretty good today. So hopefully, knock on the wood, I don't jinx myself this week. But it was a very, very productive week. My tempo run yielded an 8:47 minute pace, which was, I believe, my best tempo pace yet. And I had a pretty good start at 8-minute pace and then slowly crept up. My average heart rate was around 158 with a maximum heart rate about 168. I had a pretty good stride length as well as cadence throughout the tempo run. I spent the majority of time in zone 4 and crept up in zone 5 a little bit because I want to have that extra push just to push my threshold enough, but not so far that I gas myself out. Finally, my 12 by 400 meter yielded a 6:56 minute pace against my goal of 7:03 minute pace. Out of the 12 lap, I met and exceed my goal pace 9 out of 12. Even though that I missed, we're still pretty close to my target pace. I don't know why Garmin cannot allow me to delete this because it's just me delaying pressing the stop button at the end of the workout. I even had a 6:27 minute pace. That was a fantastic 12 by 400 meter. Unfortunately, my heart rate monitor is not connecting properly or displaying the data to Garmin Watch properly. So it's missing a good chunk of heart rate as well as cadence and stride for the majority of my 12 by 400 meter run. But when it did came back online, it shows a pretty awesome pace, stride and cadence along with the heart rate. And that leads me to my long run in the evening. For my long run in the evening, my intention was to run easy, where I can breathe through my nose, breathe in and breathe out, and still maintain a great form. And if I start to lose my breath a little bit where I can't breathe in properly, then I will walk and slow down until I'm able to breathe normal again. I want to rely more on how I feel because 12 by 400 meters just taught me that technology can fail. So now I start to focus more on how I feel and relate that to technology instead of letting the technology drive my effort, drive my run. And I will have a different topic to ask the coaches and the runners out there. What do you use for your zone 2 heart rate ranges? Because Strava, Garmin have different percentage for the zone 2. And also there is a percent of max heart rate, percent of lactate threshold, and even heart rate reserve. So which one is the correct zone 2 formula? But that's a different topic and another deep dive into zone 2 easy running. But going back to my run, I did pretty awesome by keeping that intention of how I feel instead of what the monitor tells me, the heart rate monitor told me. I was able to run at a pretty good pace and did not feel tired at all. I still felt like I had more energy to run even more, even though I ran my 12 by 400 meter in the morning and a long run in the evening. My average pace for that easy run was just under 11-minute pace with an average heart rate of about 135. To be honest, this actually feel easy for me where I can breathe in and breathe out without any difficulty and still maintain a great form. And you can see that consistency throughout the easy run. Hardly any difficulty at all. What an awesome week last week. I was able to increase the load and the intensity to achieve my personal best, not only in terms of total run for the week, but also miles as well as best pace for the 12 by 400 meter, and the tempo run, while still having a great rehab progress with my right knee. So far, so good. It's worth noting my best training week yet was a shoes I have never worn before. It was an A6 shoe, A6 Nova Blast 5. Let me tell you, I love it. Even with all those runs, the intensity and the load, I was able to run without feeling fatigue on my leg at all. It was a great shoe, and it was able to do easy run, tempo run, as well as 12 by 400 meter run, at least for my speed, for my pace. As I'm getting toward the end of the training plan, with 12 weeks to go, or 84 days, or 3 months, I am optimistic that my progress will get me close to my target pace of 7:03. But I would be lying to you if I tell you I have no doubt that I can achieve that 7:03 minute pace comes late August and mid-September. That's why I have been deep diving into that zone 2 easy training. But the more I deep dive into it, the more there are confusion. And I will have a separate video asking the runners and the coaches out there to hear your thought on the aerobic base and the zone 2, and which one of the many methods is the right one for you and why. Because I believe in the science of running. I believe in zone 2 and building the endurance base. But because there's such wide discrepancy, I want to make sure whatever range I set for my heart rate is going to be optimized for me.